Hey, welcome back to the channel, Quick Rips. Today I'll be ripping some 2025 Mosaic football Costco bundles. These were $40 each in the store. I think they're selling a 2-pack online for $85.99 plus tax. So they're a little cheaper in the store. Fun product. Mosaic. This is probably your best value for Mosaic. I think blasters are 30 to 35 a piece. These are 40, and then your megas are 60 to 65. So Mosaic's really just a case hit chase, so as you can see, if I can get this on screen, which I can't. Try to get this on here somehow for you guys. You can pull all those kaleidoscopic, stained glass, micros, and visionary, and then you get the oversized. No numbered cards, but you're getting the purple scope. So it's really just a numbers game to try to figure out which is the best product to get the case hits. The hobby's the worst. Value. You get 8 packs, 6 cards per pack. And then you get the one oversized stained glass, which is pretty cool. Those are going anywhere from $10 to $50, I think, just depending on the player you hit. I think the average is probably 20 to 30. And you can pull autos out of here too. The auto checklist isn't terrible. So this is probably your best format to get for Optic because the purple scopes are going to be very desirable. I think you only get 2 or 3 per box, and you're not guaranteed any rookies. 6 card pack, 4 base, an insert, and a base rookie. So nothing too exciting there. I don't know the hit rates on these though for case hits, so that's going to be the biggest question mark. Sanders on the variation. The variation will have a V on the back, I think, right there. So, all right, let me get my camera a little better for you. The oversized stained glass is pretty cool. I don't know if I like the stained glass or the micro better, but they're both pretty sweet. There's the first look at the purple scope. It's not numbered, but it's pretty cool. I think there'll be less of those in circulation than some of the blue reactives and some of the orange fluorescents that are out there in other retail products. So hopefully we get a rookie on our purple. Rookie Ricky White. I've never heard of him. So we got Jalen Milroe on the variation. And then Sanders, who's now the starting quarterback of the Browns. It's a good time to pull his cards. And then this purples. That's our second purple. You do not want to pull the visionary case hit. That's kind of the dud case hit. Kaleidoscopic's kind of a dud too, but you're really looking for stained glass or micro mosaics. But I guess another Sanders. Dual Carter. I don't know how they collate these packs, but I've gotten 3 Sanders rookies in same box. Jackson Dart's going to have your most value. Dylan Sampson, Travis Hunter, base, insert. All right. ETN, AJ Brown, not a base. You do get a lot of base in these packs, I will say that. Third purple. Got a rookie. Matthew Golden. That's not bad. Probably a decent card. Matthew Golden on the variation. Like I said, you can't pull any numbers. So here's the oversized stained glass. These are pretty sick. Let's see. I'm hoping to get Josh Allen. See if I can get a Josh Allen. Yes. Now I will make an admission. I already bought this card online because I was hoping to get it, but no big deal. That's sick. I was gonna buy the regular one. I still might. I don't know. Might grade this just to put it in a slab. It actually looks really clean. Wow, that's pretty sick. That's the card I wanted. Pretty sick. checklist is huge on those, so to get the player you want is difficult. It looks centered perfectly. I might slab it. I'll probably slab it up. I'm canceling my PSA membership. When it expires, I'm not renewing it. PSA just announced that they're upping all their turnaround times, basically doubling them, in some case more than doubling them, and it's not days, it's business days, so you'll never get your cards back in a timely manner anymore. So I'm kind of done with that. By the time you get them back, the values have been plummeted, so I'm only going to grade certain things, be very picky, and I'm not going to waste the money on the membership because I'm not going to be grading a ton more. I'm not sure how they're going to continue with the business model they're doing. It seems to be working for them right now, but the more and more people I talk to are going to stop grading, so I don't know. Not for me. Ibuka. Guess we'll sleeve up Ibuka still. Started off really good. He's kind of not playing so great lately. All right. Love to pull a real case hit or a purple Scatabo or Dart would be the kind of sweet. Miles Garrett on the purple. That's pretty sweet. All right. Interesting, the NFC, just the Michael Penix is hurt, and they got to deal with Kirk Cousins, so that'll be Nick Scorton. That'll be interesting what happens there. And then the other team, who's I thinking that's got a real big QB issue in the NFC? Trying to blank. Who was it? Oh, Minnesota. They have a horrible QB situation with J.J. McCarthy. I think they showed something out of 852 quarterbacks all time or something. Since they've been keeping stats, he was 851 ranked. I think they'll, Ted McMillan and Sanders. I think Jamarcus Russell was the only one below McCarthy. He looks like a bust. If you ever seen a bust before, he looks terrible on the field. Darnold had 14 wins with that team. He's got good receivers, good running backs, and he's just terrible. So Minnesota, they really screwed up. So did Atlanta. They lost draft picks. They paid Kirk Cousins. The wrong Giant. They paid Kirk Cousins all that money, and I don't think they have a first-round draft pick next year. So Falcons are in trouble. Jalen Noel. Woody Marks. Devontae. So you don't get a ton of Mosaic cards. The Mosaic Prism design. Very rare to see those out of here. Woody Marks, running back for the Texans. All right. Alvin Kamara. Yeah. No relics or mems or anything in these boxes. Not sure how rare the autos are. Not sure the checklist of this, but I'm guessing the Dart would be pretty valuable. Jalen Hurts, that's not bad. Pretty cool. Could be a lot worse. So we're pulling two good vets. I don't know how many packs you get in a mega box. It might be 6 packs in a mega box. I'm not sure. I think it's 6. This is definitely the best Mosaic format. The only thing I don't know is the hit rate on case hits. There we go, Jackson Dart. Because in a blaster and a mega, it's 1 in every 20 generally. And then Genesis and Honeycomb. I don't know if you can pull Genesis. Base International, purple scripts. Nope. So there's no Genesis or Honeycomb in here, which I kind of like. So maybe they've improved the hit rates on the other stuff, because those cards are cool, but Ben Roethlisberger, every player has a Honeycomb and a Genesis, so extremely difficult to hit on those. Now, if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you tuning in. Hit that like button if you have not. Subscribe if you're not, and comments are always appreciated. Tyler Warren. And Calvin Johnson. Hopefully pull a Scatabo or a dart on a purple. Or just please a real case hit would be nice. Stroud. Purple. Ugh. Tank Bigsby, who's now with the Eagles. Who actually looks better than Saquon this year. Riley Leonard. First silver we've gotten. True silver. Joe Morris. Travis Hunter. Kyle Williams. I think he's hurt. Caleb Johnson on the variation. Not sure how good he is. I haven't really followed much about him. I did pull his auto. The Revolution. Yeah, one more pack. This box hasn't been great. Saquon on the purple. That's decent. All right, let's see who our jumbo is. Well, that's not bad. Genty. Pretty good. I don't think Scat has a case set in here. Product was kind of a surprise, but I think Panini figured out there was a big hit last year, so they're doing it with all their stuff. I think it'll be funny if they do it with the Optic. They might. That'd be kind of cool. I don't see why they wouldn't. At this point, they did it with Absolute, Donruss, Mosaic. Like Topps is doing it with their basketball. I bet they might do it with Optic. You know. At this point, I don't see why they wouldn't. Like I said, I think the hit rates on case hits on these is real bad. It's like 1 in 30 or 1 in 40 on the Costco Donruss boxes, but so I don't anticipate hitting one, but that's the goal. Ricky White. Ooh, that's good. Cam Ward. No rookie shield. Super odd. But it's got to be one of the better cards. His cards are hard to pull. I don't pull a ton of his #1 pick. So that's pretty good. Coach card, Sean McVay. All right. All right, so we got Ray McLeod. I just leave all these up because I usually put them in lots, the purple scopes of like the non-big time players, and that's how I move them. So if you're wondering why I'm sleeving them up, there's a market for them. Luther Burden, Michael Irvin, another Sanders. Wow, good time to pull his cards, I think. But so far, nothing crazy. Really, you're looking for Dart, Scat. I guess that Cam Ward would be definitely up there. Trey Harris, give me a rookie. Ugh, Dante Culpepper. I associate with him the Vikings. I wish it was the Vikings. It'd be a color match at least. All right, so we got this one. I don't even know who I'm looking for here. Dart. Ooh, definitely not him. He's the bottom of the barrel. His collector market is pretty low. Seem to pull him in everything. Tyler Shuck. All right, we got 2 more boxes to rip. So I want to give you a pretty good sample size here. These are a lot of fun, though. I could rip 1,000 of these, but I think like the other ones, pulling a case hit is going to be so difficult, which is a shame, but to be expected. Marion Hampton on the Mosaic. That's not bad. For how hard these are to pull, they're not worth nearly what you would expect. Loveland. Another Mosaic. Russell Wilson. Another Dart. And we got Lamar. That actually probably is pretty collectible, I would imagine. If I was a Ravens fan, that color match is pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. We got Jackson Dart. Come on, case hit one time. Silver, Jack Campbell. Another silver. Pat Bryant, silver. RJ Harvey. Variation. And Pat Bryant, silver. I guess we'll sleeve up. He's all right. Aeneas Williams. Marshawn Lattimore. We got one more pack in this box. We got our jumbo. We have one more box to follow. Hopefully we can get something good. Been on a pretty bum streak this year with my ripping. Had one good hit so far. All right. Does Mahomes have a stained glass this year? I haven't paid attention. I know he has a micro. All right, let's see. We got this one, and we got one last box. Okay, Jalen Hurts. No clue how deep the checklist is on these. If it's hopefully it's just like 20 guys. I'm not sure. All right, we got one last box. 49 total cards. So even though I haven't hit anything crazy, it's definitely a good rip. Cam Ward's probably my best card. Come on. You stained glass. I pulled that twice. I'll sleeve it up later. Stained glass or micro? Alright. Probably have 1 or 2 more purples. A lot of base. 3, 4, we're halfway through the box. 1 or 2 more purples. Hopefully a case hit. There's a purple. And Brock Purdy. Not terrible, but all right, 3 more packs. Green, Garrett Wilson. 2 more packs. Got another purple. Ugh. Michael Irvin. We did not do well on the purples, that's for sure. Oh, 1 more. So some boxes you get a ton. This will be the 5th purple. It's wild. Luther Bird. All right, well, at least it was decent. No sniff of a case hit whatsoever, though. Not even like a sweat. All right, let's do the last one. Terrible. 2 duplicates. Hurts twice, Shuck twice, Genty. At least we got the Josh. So I'll go over the hits. Sleeve up these 4 cards. Nothing crazy. Definitely fun. Definitely worth the $40 because you can probably sell the jumbo on average for half your money back, and then whatever else you can get. So jumbos, Shuck, Hurts, Shuck, Genty, Hurts, and then Allen. Super excited on that. 6 boxes. We pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So over 4 purples per box on average, which is really good. And then just some base rookies. I'm not even going to go over that stuff. Best pull, probably this Cam Ward scope. But it was a fun rip. I would do it again. And thanks for watching. And don't forget that like button. It really helps me out. Thanks.